What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show what not to do as a seller. So I typically never return a coin that I buy from eBay, just because most of the sellers I buy from, I vet them, make sure they've got good feedback, obviously make sure they're not a scam, so on and so forth. So anyways, I decided to take a shot at this particular coin. It's a 1903 Morgan silver dollar. The seller only listed 2 photos. I'm not going to show the actual seller's name on it. I mean, it's not the seller's fault. I mean, it kind of is the seller's fault, but typically, like these larger coin and jewelry shops, they have hired most likely either a full-time employee or a part-time employee, someone that's probably 1099, maybe they're on the payroll. But regardless, a lot of times these shops will list coins on eBay, which is fine. It's fantastic. They come over the counter, they give the seller, whatever for the coin, and then they list it on eBay and they try and get more for the coin. I mean, that's common sense, like common business sense. But what does not make sense is when these larger sellers don't send you what you bought, or they just don't do a really good job of taking photos. So this is a coin in question. It's listed as a 1903 silver Morgan silver dollar. And if you guys know anything about Morgan silver dollars, 1903 is not the easiest coin to come by. They are a little more expensive than your common dates, but it's not a key date either by any means. But check this out. So I found this coin, I bought it, and look at the reverse. Do you guys notice something on the reverse? Well, this got me thinking, like, why does the obverse look so nice, and then why is the reverse so flat looking? And then look what we have here, the S mint mark. So I'm like, all right, well, that's I think a pretty rare coin, in 1903 San Francisco mint, but this particular seller has it listed as just, well, they didn't put S, they just put the dollar sign as an S. So I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. $100 coin. Is that something I should buy? Yeah, I'll give it a shot, get it in hand, and see if I like it. So I was expecting to receive this coin, a 1903 with this reverse. So let me go to my coin booth real quick, and I'll show you what I actually received. And I just got this in the mail today, so I don't sandbag these videos. I don't plan them. I just do it like real life, just like everybody else. So the seller sent me the coin. This is the box. They did a nice job. They put it in a bubble wrap, and then they boxed it. It's a jewelry store, so they have a lot of these cool little boxes. They paper wrapped it here, and I'll show you what I got. So this is the coin I received. Now, I knew it wasn't going to look like purplish like the photo, but this is the coin that I received. I'm going to take this out too. I'm going to touch it with my hands. Don't freak out. It's not, it's not a proof or anything crazy. So this is the coin that I received. And I was hoping that this mark on the cheek was just toning, but it's not. It's definitely a scratch. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess that kind of sucks, and I feel like I overpaid. But I might have not overpaid as long as the reverse still looks like the reverse in the photo. Again, if it's a San Francisco mint. Well, we're going to flip the coin. Flipped it the wrong way. And here's the reverse. Notice what's missing. There's no San Francisco mint, and this reverse is obviously not the one that's in the photo. So that photo at the seller's end, someone made a mistake. They basically probably took a bunch of pictures of a bunch of coins, and it's kind of a poor job. If you're going to resell coins, why are you only taking 2 photos, like one of the front, one of the back? Especially if you are a paid employee, or even if like your dad owns the shop, or maybe you're the actual owner. Why are you only taking 2 photos of an actual coin? You're a jewelry store. Photos sell. Photos of a coin are worth a lot more words. So anyways, I'm going to return this coin, even though I think it's still worth about $100. I don't think I overpaid or underpaid, but because of this big giant scratch, it's not something I can send in to get authenticated and get a straight grade. So if I were to send this to PCGS or NGC or Annex, if I want to go on the cheap, I'd get back with hopes of UNC details. Even a 1903 and UNC details, they go for around 130, 140, 150, depending on, the eye appeal. Well, the eye appeal in this coin is gross. The toning is yucky. This obviously wasn't stored in the greatest of condition or in greatest of environment. And the reverse is ugly. So this doesn't even have something where it's like, wow, one side looks awesome and the back side looks terrible. They both look terrible. They both look like they were stored pretty poorly. And again, it's missing that San Francisco mint. So if this was a San Francisco mint and it was in the condition that I actually have in my hands and I paid $100, I would still be super excited because that would be a triple up. I would easily be able to sell this for 300 plus because a 1903 San Francisco mint is super rare, especially in any type of UNC. Like even like a very fine or extra fine sell for 250, 300 bucks, professionally graded. So because the seller sent or put the wrong photograph on the reverse and they only took 2 photos, they're now getting this refunded to them, which is a waste of their time. It's a waste of my time. And I wanted to get this out there so that you guys that buy from eBay, obviously, or other sellers, make sure it's a reputable seller and make sure they at least put more than just 2 photos of the coin. Now, don't get me wrong. There are times where I'll only take 2 photos of a coin, but usually it's a super, super worn coin and it's a coin that's under 20 bucks. But if I'm going to try and sell something for $100, I'm going to take every angle. So if I was the seller, I would relist this coin, take a photo like this, take a photo like this, like that, maybe of the rim, do the reverse like this, sideways, sideways. I always take a photo of it on an actual scale to make sure it weighs out. And also I measure it with this guy here to make sure it measures 1.5. And I also would do a magnet test. So that's how I authenticate coins before I list them because I don't want to sell anybody a replica and I never have. So I also appreciate it when other sellers take, even some of them even like do videos of the coin. I'm not doing a video. I do plenty of videos on YouTube. But again, for you guys that are out there, just be leery. And again, I'm not a huge fan. Again, I do a lot of reselling on eBay. I don't like it when I get returns, but sometimes someone doesn't like something. That's fine. Return it. I have a 30-day return policy, but I like to recreate like what you would go through at the actual coin shop. So unfortunately, I wasted my $100 out there. The sellers got to refund me back. They got to send me a return label, and it's just a big hassle for everybody. And that could have just easily been prevented. But I did put in the description of my return why I'm returning it. I did send them 3 photos like, hey, this is the coin I received. This is the coin you actually said you were sending me. They don't match up. And I probably would have hung on to this if that mark on the coin was just toning and not an actual scratch. So $100 on a scratch 1903, it's pretty rough, even if it was sitting in a holder. Now, on the flip side, I picked up this coin from another reseller on eBay, and this is exactly what I thought I was buying. Now, again, this seller didn't take that many photos either, but I like this coin because it's an 1878. It's the first year of the Morgan silver dollar. It's the Philadelphia mint. It's got excellent luster. Yeah, it's probably been manhandled in the past. It's probably been wiped or whatever, dipped, who knows, but this is how I received it. I like it because I like the reflective mirrors. Now, this is definitely not a deep mirror, but there are reflective mirrors, and that's pretty rare on an 1878 Philadelphia. There's no S here. There's no San Francisco mint. So I love the luster when it has that mirror, even though that mirror is a little blurry, and it has it on both sides. And the cheeks are, the actual eye appeal is very, very nice. So I'm happy with this purchase. I'm not returning this. And like I said, I maybe return one coin every 2 years because I try and do my best to pick up deals. But that one, you can't blame me, guys. 1903 San Francisco Mint. Even if it was AU or XF, I would have tripled up. But unfortunately, they just made a mistake when they were listing it. So anyways, guys, hopefully you learned something today. I always appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.